welcome to a video that focuses on hip flexibility. So if you suffer from tight hips, this will be a wonderful practice for you. So find yourself in a comfortable seated position. You can pop a bolster, a block, or some cushions under the buttocks. Do what you need to do to get comfortable. I like to loosen my neck and my shoulders. And close the eyes. Feel free to turn the palms towards the ceiling and connect thumb and index finger for Chin Mudra. The mudra of focus, concentration, and then just noticing your breath to allow your mind to become still. Create an intention for your practice and repeat it to yourself silently 3 times. And join the palms together at the heart. Thumbs connect. We interlace the fingers, and as we inhale, float the elbows. On the exhale, press the palms away round the back. Inhale, reaching up to the sky, the shoulders are soft. Exhale, big circle, and interlace the hands behind. Inhale, draw the hands down, open the chest, and then exhale back to heart space. Inhale, float the elbows. Exhale, press away. Inhale, lifting up nice and tall. Exhale, big circle, interlace the hands. In breath, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale, back to prayer. One more round. Inhale, float the elbows. Exhale, press away. Inhale, lift nice and tall, shoulders soft. Exhale, circle. Inhale, open the heart, squeeze the back. And exhale, back to prayer. Now remove any props that you are sitting on. Find that comfortable seat again. And right hand to left knee, opposite hand behind, nice and tall. And as you exhale, slowly twist. Twist as far as you can, but keep the breath flowing. Exhale, slowly come back to center. Notice how your back feels, your muscles, your spine. And then take your left hand to the right knee, opposite hand behind, nice and tall. As you exhale, twist slowly from your core through to your crown. And exhale back to center. Notice how you feel. Slowly take the body weight forward. Find support with hands or forearms. And on that in-breath, slowly come up, switch over the legs, Make sure you're comfortably seated, the body stays grounded, and then you take your body weight forward. As you inhale, slowly roll on up. Join the soles of the feet together. Take the heels further away if you find that you round through the back. Heels in close is an option too. Nice and straight through the back. Either hold the ankles or the toes, and then just take that weight forward as you press your knees down. Connect with your breath here. You can soften as you inhale and deepen as you exhale. And inhale, release. Lengthen out the right leg. Toes point in. Inhale, reach up. Press through your heel, and exhale, hinge from your hips, folding over. You can bend the knee here if you feel it pulling in your lower back. As you inhale, just slowly roll up through the back. Switch over the legs. Make sure that the left leg is directly in front of the body. Inhale, reach up, press through that left heel, and then exhale, fold. Now keep the shoulders nice and relaxed here. Make sure you're not pushing to go deeper, just allowing your body weight to naturally lengthen your hamstring. Roll up slowly as you inhale. Now just widening the feet, knees bent, toes point in. You're just taking your body weight forward here, pressing your knees outwards. Now an option too is just to slide your hands under, just to create more force, just a gentle force into the legs to open the hips. You should feel this stretch through the groin. And then just ease on out. Widen the legs, straight legs, toes in. Lift the butt muscles or butt cheeks here. And then take your body weight forward. So your pelvis wants to feel like it's in a downward position in this forward fold. You can always sit on a cushion as well. Let the head soften. And just walk the hands in, easing your way out. And then we draw in one ankle, then the other, coming back to a cross-legged position. Let's repeat that sequence from the twist. So taking right hand to left knee, opposite hand behind, in breath nice and tall. Exhale, twist slowly. As we move through this sequence a second time, notice how the body feels. Is it more responsive? Exhale to center. Switch the hands. Inhale at the center, lift tall. Exhale, twist slowly. On your exhale, ease your way back to center, and then slowly lower down. Hands support the body or the forearms. Maybe the forehead can reach the mat. Just notice if you're forcing your poses or just allowing them to unfold naturally. And then just rolling up nice and slowly. Switching over the legs. Keeping your buttocks grounded as you fold on forward. And just easing your way back up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Soles of the feet connect, preparing now for butterfly. Softening as heels further away and deepening, heels closer. Press the knees down, focus on opening up the hips. And then just rolling up just slowly. Let's lengthen out the right leg. Flex the foot, inhale arms up, exhale hinge. Now bend the knee a little if you feel this pulling in your lower back. You don't have to take the forehead all the way down, just that body weight forward. You would start to feel that hamstring stretch. So listen to your body. And roll on up slowly. And switch sides. In breath, arms are lifting, and the exhale reaching over that front leg. Find your edge today. And then easing your way as you inhale up. Widen the feet, bend the knees, feet fall outwards. Now option one is maybe just taking that body weight forward, and this is enough. The option two, sliding the hands under the knees, just gently pressing your arms out to open the hips. And then ease your way up, widen the legs a little bit more if you can. This time we point the toes in, activating the leg muscles, and then just finding that stretch for you. So maybe it's hands, forearms, or rubbing the inner edges of the feet. Just make sure you're not pushing your body weight down. Just ease into it little by little. And then slowly come up. So this time we are now coming into a pigeon pose, so the right shin comes across the body. Now the option 1 is just to keep a bend in that left knee. Option 2, lengthen and stretch the left leg all the way back, and you want to be off that right hip so it's lifted. Press into the hands, lift the chest, and as you exhale begin to lower, so you can be on your hands, your forearms, or all the way down. Soften your hips. If you do have any issues with that right ankle, flex that right foot. Pigeon pose is great for sciatic relief. And slowly make your way up. Now if you've got any lower back issues, this may be enough, and just bend the left knee. The option 2 is to sweep that left hand around and grab the foot. Keep the chest lifted here, gaze forward. Find that stretch there through your quad. And option 2 is to take your body weight further forward. So as you move forward, that foot will come in deeper towards the hip. Release as you exhale. Stretch out both legs, just a little bit of release, a reset for the hips. And then we're going to draw in that left heel. Swing that right leg behind. So option 1 is keep that bend. Option 2, lengthen all the way back so you're on the top of that right foot. Hips are square to the front. Left hip is off the floor, or pop a cushion or block underneath. Lengthen as you inhale, slowly lower as you exhale. And just keep relaxed through your shoulders, through your neck. As you inhale, slowly ease your way back up. Bend the right knee. Option 2, grab the outer edge of your foot. Lift the chest, draw the heel in. And just ease your way further forward if you want to deepen. So we're just focusing on stretching out the quad here in our mermaid pose. Deepen if you need to, but if you're comfortable where you are, just stay there and breathe. Release. Bring the legs around the front. Grab your pillows, block or bolster. Now option 1 is to sit on the heels with a block between the ankles to give you some lift. The option 2 is to sit on the heels. The option 2 is to take your feet out either side of your hips with the cushions or block underneath. And an option 4 is to sit between the heels. You'll feel that internal rotation in the hips as you come into 3 and 4. Palms together, connect with your breath. Just notice if you're trying to assist this stretch or if you're releasing and allowing it to happen naturally. Hero's pose. It's one of my favorites. And then just bring the hands to the side, ease your way out of this one. So we're going to come onto our knees, step the right leg forward, make sure the knee is over the ankle. You can always come into this pose from table as well. Hands and knees, stepping that foot forward. Now if the shoulders are a little more back over your knee, back knee, it's more gentle for the lower back and your hip flexor and quad. If you're further forward like I am, you'll create a little more back bend and a deeper stretch through that left side. Now the hands can be on the knees, but if this is not feeling great in the lower back, you can always have the hands down. Now I'm walking that right foot out to the edge of the mat, rolling on the outer edge of my foot, so the knee is being pressed out with my right hand. The option too is to come down onto your elbows, and meanwhile the whole time that right knee presses out, come onto your toes to deepen if you wish, and just rock back and forth. Let's lower the back knee, release the foot, walk that right foot back in, right hand on the outside, press into your knee to come back upright, back into your low lunge. Beautiful. And then we're going to straighten out the right leg. Toes point in, you can slide the foot further forward if you need to. Make sure you're not too round through the back here. Now, with this pose, I usually always aim to take my forehead towards that right shin, but I found today it was pulling on my lower back, so I just took my body weight directly center. As you exhale, ease back to table, and that option one is to step that left foot forward or come onto the knees like I do and just step. Nice big giant step forwards. So making sure that knee doesn't come past the toes here. Hands to the floor is an option one. Option two, on to your knees. We're not lifting the arms in this pose, we are just focusing on this hip region, all our energy. Ease back if it's too much in your lower back or hip flexor and quad. And then we're taking that left foot out to the edge, using that left hand, press that knee out, open the hip, stay on the outer edge, and come down either to hands or forearms. Tuck under the right toes, straighten that back leg for a deeper variation of this pose. Lower the back knee, release. And when we straighten out the front leg for our half splits, toes point in. Make any adjustments, slide the heel further forward. Make sure hips are over that back knee. And then play around with it. Maybe for you, you are okay aiming in the direction of your shin, but for me, it was towards the floor in center. placing that left foot back down. Release the back toes. Here we are in our low lunge once again. Bring the hands to the floor and just slide that left leg back. Grab your props, cushions, block or bolster. And we're going to sit on our prop. Extend our right leg coming into half shoelace so the left leg crosses, and you want that left leg to fall forward and really press down on that right thigh. Body weight will come forward just to deepen. The option to work with the bottom leg first. So we want to bring that heel in close to our prop, our hip. The option 2 is the top knee will lift up. The option 2 is slide the foot closer to your hip so you can stack the knees on top of each other. Now as we take the body weight forward, this deepens the pose, but we also don't want to lift the hips off the cushions. If you are quite flexible in the hips here, feel free to remove those props and sit between your heels. Deep breaths here. Fun fact here, it's called shoelace pose because you should be able to tie your shoes on either side. And then slowly release the legs. Let's work with the other side now. So option 1, half shoelace. And the option 2, let's work with that bottom leg first. Heel comes in close to the hip. Top knee high or stacked. Bring those heels in as close as you can to the hips. Make sure your hips aren't lopsided. If you do have tight hips, this will be quite a strong pose, so this is one to work towards too. And the body weight forward just deepens, and we are slowing down that blood flow through the legs. And as you inhale, slowly release and uncross the legs so we get this beautiful surge. You may even feel this warmth rush through the legs. And just remove your props. Scoot towards the front of your mat, bend the knees, cup the back of the thighs. Nice round back as you lower on down. Slide heels in towards the buttocks, arms alongside the body. And allow the knees to fall out as you join the soles of the feet together for supine butterfly. I like to sway my knees sort of side to side just to make sure that my hips are centered. Then I can relax, and I take one hand to my heart and one onto my belly. And I thank my body for today's practice, even though I'm feeling some aches and pains. Just doing the best that we can in our practice each time we arrive on our mat. Slowly draw the knees together, open your arms, palms turn up, widen the feet, mat width, and slowly sway your knees side to side, keeping the shoulders grounded. This is just a nice release, this pose. Hopefully your hips are now feeling quite nice and loose. hug your knees in. Now you can either roll to your side or grab the back of your thighs, and using a little flick here with the lower legs, make sure the chin tucks in, roll up into seated. Cross your legs or stretch them out, however you wish to finish your practice. And thank you for joining me today. I really appreciate you spending time with me. Today, honor your body and your mind. However you're feeling and whatever you're thinking is exactly as it should be. Always remember, you're absolutely perfect just the way you are. Namaste.